there was a 1968, there was a study done at Laval University on these mice. And they took these mice away from their mothers and they peeped. They had separation distress. And they measured how many times they peeped in 1 minute. And then they administered sugar to see how many times they peep in 1 minute. And it dropped from 300 to 75. And the researchers said, hey, wait a minute. What is this stuff? This seems like it's acting like an opiate. That was their working hypothesis. So then what they did is they were like, well, if it is truly an opiate, the gold standard test of whether or not a substance is acting like an opiate in the brain, a drug in the brain, is if we put in naltrexone. Naltrexone, have I got that right? Naltrexone. And
Yes, correct.
that will block the opiate receptors, and those mice should go back to peeping as many times as they did before. Lo and behold. And they concluded in this paper, sugar appears to be an opiate-like, drug-like substance that is somehow moderating pain, at least in this study. And so I was like sharing all this cool little bits of science that was available back then. And the committee was trying to figure out who was going to be the best supervisor and whether or not this thesis was going to be accepted. You could see them scratching their head and like crossing their arms. And they said, listen, we're going to meet again. We'll come back next week. And when we met the following week, they said, yeah, you can't do this thesis, not at this institution. And I was like, why? You accepted me. And they're like, yeah, no, there's no evidence to suggest that sugar is harmful. And certainly no evidence to suggest that sugar is addictive. You're going to have to pick another topic. And the very last thing, there was a man, and I think I don't know where he was from.
What year was this? What year?
This was 1992.
Holy crap. I would have been like livid.
I would have
devastated.
been.
Yeah. And especially having gone what you've been through and feeling health like you had felt, to want to share that and study it.
Yeah, because I was onto something and I knew it. Like, I'm onto something here. Trust me, I'm telling you.
Yeah.